Hello, everybody. What's up? I'm Jay with Guilty of Crime, and we're back, guys. Happy Monday. We made it. Come on in, guys. Take a look at that. Anyhow, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, get a membership if you can. Come on, y'all. Good to see you, everybody. How you doing today? Shout out to Brenda Mazzy for becoming a crime crew member. What's up, everybody? How you doing today? Come on in. Happy Monday. We all made it through the weekend, the trick or treating and all the stuff. Yes, hola, former cop once a year. Hey, mom, love you. Happy Monday. Everybody else, come on in. It's so nice to see everybody back here on a Monday. I know all weekend there's lots of things going on. There's lots of other breaking news. I know Jay Caro was sentenced today. I'm pretty happy about the 25 to life plus 6 and all the other stipulations, but that's not what I'm going over today. Today, guys, I'm talking about an evil couple. Body cam was released. Feces smeared all over the wall. These people arrested. Just nasty, awful parents. And it didn't end. It didn't end well, but it also didn't take the lives of two children. So today we're talking about an evil couple in a house of horrors. And let me say hello to everybody. Lynn, shout out to you from California. Midnight Lace, good to see you. Angel, and I'm glad that you're here. You did miss the po outfit, but everybody else didn't. So go back and take a look at my post page, or go watch my video from Friday. Halloween was a riot. I was out there trick or treating with everybody, and I just love people's faces as the police rolled up to them. Who knows what they're doing? What's up, not Clementine? Thanks all the mods for being here. Good to see you, Abby Poodle. Victoria, how you doing? All right, guys, come on in, get comfortable. We're going to be here a little while. We're going to watch some body cam, and of course, we're going to get into what these evil people did, this awful couple. And guys, trigger warning, it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty. I mean, visually, it's a nasty case, and when I tell you about it, it's a nasty case. So, Nancy Jean, it's dark in Florida. Damn time change. I don't like eating dinner after dark, Nancy Jean says, but I'm so glad you're here. It's only 4 o'clock here. It's not dark yet, but the time's changing. It's getting colder. It's just wild. It's crazy how California is. One week I'm dying hot. I can't wear shorts and tank tops enough, and then this week I'm cold. So I don't know. Come on in, guys. This is what we're talking about today. House of Horrors, evil couple, feces on the walls, feces on the kids. I've got the charging documents. I've got body cam. I've got it all, guys. I'm gonna tell you guys a pretty nasty, disgusting story today, and it's another house of horrors, guys. So buckle up, buckle in. Claw, Beautiful J, Sumptuous Mods, and beloved crew. Welcome. And thank you for the $1.99 towards our goal today. All right. Um, let's see. Is it a bad thing? I have no idea that time changed. No, it's all right, Angel. As long as your clocks change for you, then you're all good in the hood, which everybody's do. It's funny because I kept seeing people say, change your clocks back. I'm like, when do they not change back? They just automatically roll over. I don't have any old school clocks that I got to go in there and change. Do people still have old school clocks? I don't know. Whatever. What's up, Millie? Good to see you, Mama Sage, everybody in the house. House of Horrors today, guys. Buckle up, buckle in. I'm sure we're gonna laugh a little bit. We're gonna be disgusted a little bit. All of us are gonna just be a little bit of a lot of things. All right. So this awful, nasty couple, guys. Let's just get into what happened here today. All right. Let me just tell you, these awful monsters. Now, I love being able to see a case through when it happens. Now, this happened September 12th, 2024. That way we've had time for the body cam to come out, documents to be released, etc. So if you're not surprised, don't be too surprised. This happened September 12th, 2024 in Oklahoma City. These people that went in had to have hazmat suits and immediate rescue because the house was so disgusting. You'll see in the charging documents and in the unredacted, there's a portion of unredacted and then everything else is redacted. It's pretty bad. Neighbors expressed the horror, and that's how it came to be. That's how police came to be, was because of the neighbors and the smell and the young children that were in that household. Melissa Wolf, I still have old school clocks on my stove and microwave. Well, I hope you change those clocks back, my friend. Good to see you, Carrie. Buckle up, my friend. It's pretty nasty. You guys can smell it from the photo, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, all right? So let's add this to the stage and let's take a look at what smelled so bad here, right? It smelled so bad. Officer was retching, couple arrested, children found covered in feces, a metro couples behind bars after the welfare of their children drew concern from this neighbor in Oklahoma City. Police entered the apartment. It was an apartment, guys, in northwest Oklahoma City, where officers say they found 2 naked children, ages 3 and 4, covered from head to toe in feces. Let's go.
By that window up there, and I'd see them little boys naked in it. And they'd look at me, as to say, help me.
A metro couple is behind bars as welfare of their children draws concern from a neighbor.
And a lot of this today is body cam, so pay attention because you guys might be getting a quiz at the end of this, all right? Maybe not, but still, a lot of it's body cam. I'm gonna gross you out real quick, but it's not just gross. It really happened, Carrie. It really happened. These children's clawed at the walls with feces under their nails, onto the wall, into their diapers, onto their body, in the entire house. All right. It's awful. This is a house of horrors, and it was in plain sight. All right. So if you could understand what this neighbor is saying, she's the one that saw the children naked in the window, and it smelled so bad, people couldn't breathe. All right.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Amanda Taylor.
And I'm Carl Torp. That neighbor called police and later learned her hunch was spot on. News on Sylvia Corkio live at the Oklahoma County Jail with what police uncovered inside the family's Northwest OKC apartment.
Carl, Amanda, police entered the apartment where they say they found 2 children, 3 and 4, covered from head to toe in feces. Their bedroom walls, carpet, and furniture also covered in the same filth.
And that's not even the depth of it. That's just like just the tip of the iceberg, folks. I mean, this is called It Smelled So Bad that officers came because of the neighbor. All right. So again, trigger warning. There's a lot of graphic content in this, and when police release the body cam footage, which I'll show you next, and the people and the images, you're probably going to want to go take a shower when we're done here. But the worst part about this was there were 2 small children involved that were left in the room for hours by themselves, clawing at themselves in the window. People can see them naked. Julie, hi Jay, how's your trick-or-treating? I hope Baby Guilty had fun. Oh, we got a ton of candy. Trick-or-treating was awesome. My outfit was on point. Built Baby Guilty's was. Everybody loved it. We had a fantastic time. So thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Black Country Bum, I love your name. So I'm just going to say, would not allow my dogs to live like that. And neither would I. Our dogs are like our children. So let's get into it, guys. Hit that like button. It's free. Hit the like button. And if you can, help support the channel today. Our goal is up there.
House smelled so bad that the officer indicated that she actually was retching while she was in the house because she was overcome by the smell.
The conditions of this apartment so filthy, court filings show officers wore hazmat suits.
When someone dies, they come out and they got white uniform, polices and fire police people, and everybody was covering the parking lot.
Neighbor Barbara North, dubbed the neighborhood grandmother, called police after seeing 2 naked boys standing behind a window.
And that's what I wanted you guys to hear, was from the neighbors. This was not just, somebody came over to do. I mean, this is seeping out, guys. All right. Seeping out. Baby Guilty was a air blown sumo wrestler. She was a sumo wrestler, blow up adorable. I wish I could show you guys.
Smeared in feces.
They would have dookie all over their face, in their mouths, on their hands.
She says she tried to confront their mother and stepfather.
I'd go around the front, knock on the door, and they wouldn't even open the door.
North refused to give up, calling police and DHS.
It says in the Bible, whoever's done it unto a child has done it unto God. And you know, and I think my calling is to be every child's grandmother.
Police responded and arrested Dakota Dodd and Aubrianna Freeman.
I was so happy that finally that justice was served.
When questioned, reports showed Dodd told police his two stepsons were locked in their bedroom for at least 12 hours a day.
Now, this is in Oklahoma City, guys, and God bless her. Absolutely, God bless her. Good afternoon, Mel. Everybody, come on in. Thank you for rolling in and being part of the crime crew. Also, you guys can get your Guilty of Crime hat on guiltyofcrime.com if you need a hat. You know, winter's coming up. Got to keep your head a little bit warmer and the sun out of your face for at least 12 hours a day. Earlier, I misstated. I said 2. They left those children in that filth for 12 hours a day minimum. If your blood is not boiling yet, I don't know what will get it. All right.
To ensure their mother was able to get enough sleep to keep the kids safe due to the neighborhood. Police say 3 children, 3, 4, and 11 months, were removed from the home.
I put a teddy bear on the fence, and I looked up at that window, and I said, you know, you're okay now.
11 months. 3, 4, and 11 months. That lady just had a baby. That baby could have died very easily when you see the conditions.
Now God's got you.
Both Dodd and Freeman remain jailed tonight on multiple counts of child neglect. Live from the Oklahoma.
All right. Yes, guys. Yes, these are the parents here. So Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. All right. Couples behind bars after the welfare children drew concern from a neighbor. We just read all that. The filth, the house smelled so bad. The officer was retching. All right. She tried to confront the mother and she went and knocked on the door. Nobody would open the door. All right. So we just listened to that, but let me get into this part. Oh my goodness. All right. And there's arresting documents, etc. I mean, it's just disgusting. Anybody that can live like this is disgusting. 2 arrested in a child neglect case. Feces covered, children found. All right. We're going to watch the body cam, the full body cam, and then I'm going to read you this, show you some documents. We're going to get into the ages, what happened, what's even going on, and who are these people doing this? I mean, this is unbelievable. Take a look at this, guys. Again, trigger warning. The other body cam will be redacted. This portion is not. So get a look at it, and then I'll read some more. All right. There's no sound in the beginning when they come up to the door, the body cam. All right. So I'm going to just talk for a bit. Law enforcement came up to the door. You can see this father being hesitant. These are the parents of the children, 3, 4, and 11 months. All right. I understand really difficult to raise 3 babies, but no, just wait here. Just difficult is just, it's a different word.
Apparently, we have a wellness check.
Thank you.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
so your kids are upstairs, you said?
All right, so like I said, let's get all this in, buckle up. I hope you're not eating right now because we've got quite a bit, and even the words that I'm going to read to you are disgusting, all right? So Bree, thank you for the $5 towards our goal. Hello, Jay, Mods, and Crime Crew. Thank you guys so much. These are the children's parents, all right? And yes, don't let the door hit you in the ass, trolls. Be gone.
Upstairs, we've been trying to paint the rooms because they keep smearing crap on the walls.
We need to go. There's a what? Cops at the door.
Yes.
Apparently, kids are rough.
Okay, so we're just here to make sure the kids are okay.
Yeah, they're perfectly okay. I can go get them down.
Can I come with you?
Yeah.
What's kids?
Let's go on legs. We were hurt. But we've been trying to get.
And like I said, we've got the full body cam, and I'm going to continue going back and forth and telling you about the neglect charges, the charging documents, and everything else in this case to fill in the blanks. All right. So this is just wild.
You know, keep the room safe. Hey, boys. Come on.
Hey, Krista.
Hi, guys. What are you doing? Come downstairs for me, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna give them a show. But they keep throwing shit on the walls.
So,
You can try and keep painting them and painting them.
okay.
So he keeps painting the walls. They keep painting the walls, guys. The kids keep on scratching in. They keep painting them. I mean, these people are just disgusting pigs. I'm sorry. Pigs are better than this, all right? This is not good. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you for what you do, he says. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, Mel. Thank you. And thank you for being part of our crew here, Anthony.
How old are they?
3, 4, and 11 months, guys. We're going to get into all of it.
And they're by themselves, which is probably why they're
We have
smearing poop on the wall.
we have a camera right there.
Uh-huh.
We're always checking up on them.
Okay.
We make sure they eat 3 meals a day.
Yeah. You guys like...
He makes sure they get 3 meals a day, though, guys. Does that count? If you do that, you get 3 meals a day. You just paint over. What? I mean, these people are sick. They need more than jail time.
Kind of in over your head, maybe?
I mean, I work at nights.
Okay.
The wife is taking care of the boys. Making sure.
Where's she at?
She's currently getting her glasses.
Okay. Well, come on back downstairs for me.
Yeah, it's poop. We've been trying to get painted.
He's been trying to get that painted, my friends. Now, this is the room where the children are naked in the room, and the neighbor can see and smell all of this from outside. All right. Thank you, Foxy, for the Guilty of Crime membership. If you got the membership, please thank Foxy. They get 3 meals a day, but what? Just wait, guys. We're just getting started.
And we've been trying to use a rug doctor because they keep trying to get them potty trained.
Mm-hmm. How long have they been in that room?
Oh, so they were supposed to be taking a nap.
Where are they supposed to be napping at? They're not a bed.
Did you hear that? Where are they supposed to be? Are they supposed to be in that room, or what are they doing? He totally evades the question and says they're supposed to be taking a nap in that room.
In here.
They tore it apart yesterday. The autistic one likes to tear apart their beds.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to throw them both out.
Mm-hmm.
My brother just sent me money. I'm actually gonna be, once my wife gets home, buy some beds.
Is he victim blaming? Because we have a lot more to come.
Yeah, they keep tearing up the mattresses.
Uh-huh. Can you have a lieutenant start this way, please?
Do we have some pants or something we can put on there?
Yeah, I got it.
You have a...
And they're still running around naked, by the way, but we're victim blaming right now. They tore the beds apart. They're not napping. You know, it's their fault.
Lieutenant available to start this way, please.
I can't really see.
All right, again, this is just
Indulge in Brahms'
this is just the tip of the iceberg, folks. So we're not gonna we don't want this. We don't want to share this. Why is it going to that? I wanted to read the article. Hold on, y'all, before I end up messing up the whole show. All right, this is what I want to show you. My bad. All right, let's keep going. My goodness. So this is what I wanted to show you. So I'm going to show you some steals, and then we're going to go back to the article for a bit. All right, so steals. I mean, look at that, guys. I mean, dogs don't deserve that. I don't think anyone would put their dogs in that, or their pigs, or their chickens, or anything, right? I mean, look at those walls, and they would paint over them. That's what he's telling us, right? So there is monster number 1. All right, monster number 1. They call them, it's Dodd and Freeman. They didn't even use their names. It's Aubrianna, Freeman, and Dakota, Don, and Aubrianna Freeman. That's Dakota right there, which again is one of the evil parents. And then there's evil parent number 2, Aubrianna. Remember, she's the one that gave birth to those children. You said he has poo on his face. All right, so that's Aubrianna Freeman, arrested on child neglect, feces covered children found in Oklahoma City. And then that is Dakota Dodd, child neglect. And we saw him at the door. We're going to see some more of him. All right. Again, graphic police body cam footage was released. That's what we're going over today. Officers were called for a home welfare check. Upon arrival, this 24-year-old monster dad, Dakota Dodd, was discovered in deplorable living conditions. He took them upstairs, as you saw. We saw children 4 and 3. I didn't see the 11-month-old. I didn't even hear about it until just now. All right, children were naked in the room. They kept asking to get clothes on. Feces could be seen caked up into the fingernail beds and the palms of their hands, their feet, their legs, and their faces, according to the affidavit, which I have. The feces appeared to be dried out and not fresh. So it had been there for quite some time, with the children in the room for up to 12 hours a day, if not longer. All right. Now, the floor inside the bedroom was carpeted and had feces all over it. Police believe the feces was human, which it probably was. Later, 22-year-old Aubrianna Freeman arrived at the scene with her 11-month-old child. This is the mother. All right. The affidavit said Dodd and Freeman were the only two adults living in the home with 3 kids. Freeman is reportedly the mother of all 3 kids, and Dodd is actually the biological father of the infant and the stepfather of the 3-year-old and 4-year-old. And now you can see why he was blaming it on her, right? The mom's coming home. Let's blame the mom. Let's blame the mom. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to do with this. And thank you. Good to see you, Tony. All right, now the affidavit I'm going to pull up in a bit. Crime scene investigators had to wear protective equipment to process the home due to the feces and urine. Investigators said the smell was overwhelming. Freeman told officials that the 2 older kids were locked upstairs in the bedroom for no more than 2 hours a day, but later it came to be that it was 12 hours a day locked in the room. That's why they were scratching at the walls. He told officials that the 3 and 4-year-old were locked in the bedroom for at least 12 hours and were locked in a bedroom overnight to make sure that the mom was able to sleep and to keep the kids safe due to the neighborhood. So they were locking them in there for the kids' safety, right? Freeman and Dodd told officers that the infants sleep in their bedroom in the pack and play. Freeman stated that she would allow the infant to play in the older 2 upstairs room. She also said she cleaned the house well enough to pass DHS inspections. Does anyone believe that? Now, according to the affidavit, Dodd believes the kids would be in better custody of DHS. I'm sorry. Dodd and Freeman were arrested and each facing several counts of child neglect. All right, I'm going to pull that up here in a second for you. So let me pull this down and put that up. I want you to just see the document. I'm going to read a little bit. Good to see everybody. Darlene, I bought and received my shirt. Can't wait to wear it, and I can't wait for you to wear it. I've got some Guilty of Crime gear over here for y'all too. You know, for the giveaways when we hit 30,000, etc. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. All right. So some of the charging documents are pretty disgusting. I'm not going to read every bit because we still have body cam to go over. But I mean, these officers, they're disgusted. So we got Aubrianna Marie Freeman, who's the mom, right? Brown eyes, brown hair, 5'5", 150 pounds. These parents were taking care of themselves, it seemed, but what was up with the rest of the house? So Abigail, the charging officer that first came in, deposed. She's a police officer employed by Oklahoma City, currently assigned to detective crimes against children. All right, so that's what they were brought there for. The felony misdemeanor, including weapons violations, possession of firearms, sex crimes, child neglect. The facts known to the affidavit, which established probable cause to believe that a criminal offense was committed. and that the offense was committed by the above named person or people, right? Aubrianna, on September 12th, 2024. Detectives were called to do a welfare check. Uniformed officers responded to the report of a naked child standing in the upstairs window of an apartment. Upon arrival, officers made contact with the defendant, Dakota. That was the father, the stepfather of the two. He stated his two children, 4 and 3, were upstairs. Now, Dakota allowed officers inside the apartment, and officers reported the smell of urine and feces was overwhelming. So Dakota led them upstairs to the bedroom, door located at the east end of the unit, which we're going to watch the full body cam. The room the victims were in were covered in feces, both on the walls and the carpet. Every wall in the bedroom had feces smeared all over it. The walls appeared to have been painted over and over again. All right, let me change this page just so you guys, just in case you want to see it. All right, I'm sure they had several cats. What's up, Suzanne? Good to see you. Barbie G, how you doing? Don Grandma 3, thank you so much towards our goal for the $5 super sticker. All right, now the feces, I'm reading this from the affidavit. The feces were smeared over the fresh paint after they painted it. The window in the bedroom is the same window the original reporting party saw the naked child standing in. That window was approximately 3.5 to 4 feet off the floor. The glass on the window was covered in brown stains similar to those on the walls. The brown smear marks on the window were also visible from the parking lot, you guys. There were no other furniture in the room. The floor was carpeted and also had feces on it. The officers reported feces appeared to be human. The bedroom also had a camera mounted on the wall near the ceiling on the northeast corner of the bedroom. A bed frame was observed in the closet of the bedroom, and it leaned against the wall with 0 mattresses. Now, the defendant, Aubrianna Freeman, later arrived at the scene with her 11-month-old. Dakota Dodd, the guy that answered the door, the father and stepfather, and Aubrianna are the only 2 adults that live there. Officers reported the house was in a state of complete filth and unsafe for anyone to live in, guys. A search warrant was then drafted and signed by Oklahoma County Honorable Judge Stallings. The search warrant was then executed due to the overwhelming smell and state of the house. The crime scene investigators and detectives had to wear personal protective equipment, Tyvek suits, booties, and face masks. The downstairs of the apartment was very dirty, with food all over the floors and surfaces, trash overflowing from the trash can onto the floor, dirty dishes in the sinks and countertops, cockroaches over the surfaces and the walls. Has anybody got disgusted yet? Did I just add in there that there were also cockroaches on top of the dirty dishes and the trash and the filth and the feces? All right. So on top of everything else, they had cockroaches. That just made my whole skin crawl. What's up, Nikki? Good to see you. I pray these babies go to great homes, and I am getting to that. I hope so too. Good to see you guys. Monique, Andrea, Joanne. I'm ready to vomit. And you should be, but these children had to live in these conditions, folks. All right. All right. So everything was covered in dirt and filth, sinks, dirty dishes, countertops, cockroaches on the walls and the surfaces. On the stairs leading to the second floor were piles of what appeared to be more human feces. The smell of the feces got stronger as you walked up the stairs. At the top of the stairs was a bedroom, had no furniture aside from a plastic slide and a few toys. The floor was covered in multiple piles of smeared and flattened human feces. The walls were covered in brown substance, overwhelmed the smell of the room. The substance was believed to be feces. There were also numerous small handprints in brown substance on the wall. So they were smearing it on the wall. The windows had thick layers of the same brown substance. Located in the closet was a twin-sized bed frame. The frame was standing, no mattress. On the slats, the bed frame, the same brown substance and handprints smeared on the wall. This bedroom was connected to a bathroom but the door to the bathroom was locked from the opposite side. There was no access to the bathroom from this room due to it being locked. In the second bedroom upstairs, there was a large bed with a mattress and bedding. There was also a pack and play in the corner with a U-shaped pillow. The pillow had similar brown stains all over it. More and more brown stains, you guys. This is a house of horror. All right. Justice for baby horror. Yes, now we need to get Rebecca. All right. So there's the end of the document there. I mean, basically Dakota and Aubrianna were later interviewed. We're going to watch all this. They stated that the children were locked in there for no more than 2 hours. Later, it was found out to be 12, and then on and on, right? The Dakota admitted the feces was on the wall, and then they named the kids ARER had begun this behavior. Now they're saying the children did this at 1.5 years old, and it was their fault. They stated they allowed them to go in the room and play with the boys. She cleaned the house well enough to pass the inspection. That's what she said. Yada, yada, right? Signing document, charged, and then they show it again. So let's pull that down, guys. Let's keep going. Good to see everyone. I'm glad you made it. I know this is a disgusting one, but guys, we need to protect our children much better. And when we're looking at a house of horrors like this, where we can see complete and utter neglect, the neighbors can see it and smell it, more people need to step in when something like this happens. I mean, this is just completely and utterly disgusting. All right. So let's keep going. We've got more for you. All right, let's take a look, get a little bit more about them, and then back to some body cam, my friends.
Check on the welfare of the little boys that the neighbor saw in an upstairs window, describing them as naked, possibly in distress. And police say once they got inside, in distress would be putting it mildly. According to court documents, a man, Dakota Dodd, led the officers to a bedroom where 2 boys aged 3 and 4 were naked.
Again, we're going to watch a full body cam, the mom coming in, going upstairs, what the kids are doing, how many times they victim blame, and what the hell is going on. And they're right in the middle of an apartment, guys. I mean, it's just disgusting. All right. Yes, they need better protection, and we need to watch out for them. If that neighbor hadn't have called a welfare check, how much longer would those children have been doing that? And would an 11-month-old be able to survive in a house covered in feces and cockroaches, putting their own feces in their mouth and spreading each other's? That could be that you can get a disgusting infection from that, especially as an 11-month-old baby, right?
Naked and caked with dried feces. Police say the entire room was covered as well. The floors, the walls, the windows. The bedroom was connected to a bathroom, but officers said the door to that bathroom was locked from the other side.
Feces on the walls, feces on the kids, a completely disgusting scene. When they went inside, they were, the officers described being almost overcome by the smell of feces and urine inside of the residence.
In fact, it was so bad, crime scene investigators later had to wear hazmat suits to protect themselves.
Can you guys imagine? I mean, does anybody do that? Is anybody in this chat? Now, there's 142 people, and I'm so grateful that I have you here. Anybody working a job that has to clean things like that? Let me know. I'm just curious. Juanita, a new case? Yes, we try to do a case a day unless we're doing an update. All right. All right, we're definitely gonna have some things to joke about in a bit. We have to, right? It's we either laugh or we cry in this case.
Police say Dodd admitted to locking the boys in that bedroom for more than 12 hours a day, and also admitted to police that the kids are probably better off in DHS custody. Now, there was a third child in that home, a baby girl.
Yes.
Dodd's biological child. All 3 of them are the children of the mother, Aubrianna Freeman. You see their pictures right there. Those are their booking photos.
Who really that's embarrassing, disgusting, and all of the above. Do you think maybe she had some kind of postpartum? And I really hope that she never gets those kids back. Casey, you've probably seen some nasty things in a hospital, right? And being a housekeeper, but probably nothing like this. These kids need help with what government agency wants to help them. I don't know. They just don't need to go back with these nasty people. These people think it's acceptable to live like that. You'll see next.
Both caregivers, if you can call them that, were arrested and are now facing multiple charges of child neglect. We can tell you that DHS is now involved. The 3 kids have been taken from that apartment. We do not know who they are with tonight, but they're out of that home.
All right. And again, we've got, lots more on this. It happened back in 2024. It still has not resolved. I could not find anywhere with the sentencing, but we do know now that the children.
You see that window right there? You see how it's kind of like.
Children have been taken away. Parents are still in custody. And whether it's depression or not, let's take a look now. Let's listen to the victim blaming and all the other things going on. This is the actual body cam footage from this case. We're going to watch it together, discuss, and then just hang out, guys. So what's up? Good to see everybody. I'm glad that we all made it through Halloween. I hope you guys had a wonderful one, just like I did. If you did trick-or-treating, if you stayed home, whatever. No excuse. You're absolutely right. All right, let's get into it.
Hard to see through. It's kind of like got stuff smeared on it.
They're just in there by themselves, which is probably why they're smearing poop on the wall. In this kind of situation,
I really want you guys to pay attention to the way the parents react to this and the answers that they give. Again, I'm commentating. We're not just going to watch the body cam footage and not talk, but I just want you to pay attention. That's the biggest part that gets me is the dismissal of what they're doing. Yeah, the depression on both parents. I mean, there's still no good excuse, but what do you guys think? All right. Happy 50th birthday, Rachel. Darlene says those babies have no clue the adults should clean like they're supposed to. She looks annoyed. Yes, she does. And we didn't see her earlier, so let's go.
Is absolutely astronomically unacceptable.
No!
The following report is based on official police.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. What is she doing? Why wasn't she screaming like that when she was in the house? I'd be screaming like that if I saw cockroaches on the wall. I'd say, no cockroaches. I can't do right? I mean, come on. What is that? I mean, you got to get a laugh out of something, man. That was ridiculous. Dramatic much?
Records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. When officers with the Oklahoma City Police Department show up at this door on September 12, 2024, they have no idea what horrors they will encounter inside. The man they're talking to is 24-year-old Dakota Dodd, and he's now learning that the cops are here to check.
And they do look much older than 24, right? Oh no, Anne's good. No, a cockroach. That's what I would be yelling about. You're killing me, you guys. See, I got a few jokes in me, but yes, the doors, the walls, the windows, everything. All right, I love me some EWU. And the thing about EWU exploring with us is that they don't always fill in what happened and who the people are and what happened at the end. So yes, the Oscar goes to that mom and Jay from Guilty of Crime. All right, let's keep going.
On his stepchildren. His first move is to grab some shorts and call his wife, who is none too happy about the news.
Apparently, we have a wellness check.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
so your kids are upstairs, you said?
They're upstairs. We've been trying to paint the rooms because they keep smearing crap on the walls.
Door. We need to go. There's a what? Cop at the door. Apparently, kids are upstairs.
Okay, so we're just here to make sure the kids are okay.
Yeah, they're perfectly okay. I can go get them down.
Can I come with you?
Yeah.
What's kid?
Let's go on the legs.
I mean, you can tell they're just nasty people, right? He wasn't dressed. He just threw some nasty clothes. And the way the charging document showed, it was everywhere, guys. Bugs to feces everywhere. And they have animals in there too. But it's all victim blaming. It's all the children's fault. And then he moves to being the moms. And then they try to pretend like they didn't do anything wrong.
We were hurt. But we can try to get, keep the room safe. Hey boys, come on.
Hi, boys. What are you doing? Come downstairs for me, okay?
Yeah, we're gonna give them a show. They keep throwing on the walls.
So,
We can try and keep painting it and cover them.
okay.
2 boys, 3 and 4 respectively, emerged from this foreboding room without a stitch of clothing. The officer notes in her report that both kids are extremely dirty and covered in feces.
They're just in there by themselves, which is probably why they're
We have
smearing poop on the wall.
we have a camera right there.
Uh-huh.
We're always checking up on them.
Okay.
They have a camera that they're always checking up on, but if you've seen what it looks like in there, is that even worse? I think that's worse.
We'll make sure they eat 3 soy meals a day.
Yeah.
As Dakota's wife, Aubrianna, panics on the phone downstairs.
3, 4, and 11 months. An 11-month-old is crawling around on that floor. They're touching the walls. They're touching everything. Everything is smeared everywhere, guys. An 11-month-old can get an infection and die. Right?
The officer delivers the understatement of the morning.
You guys like kind of in over your head, maybe?
I mean, I work at nights.
Okay.
The wife is taking care of the boys. Making sure.
Where's she at?
She's currently getting her glasses.
Okay. Well, come on back downstairs for me. So.
Yeah, it's good. We can try to get painted.
Yep.
And we can try to use a rug doctor because they keep trying to get them potty trained.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a camera.
How long have they been in that room?
So they were supposed to be taking a nap.
Where are they supposed to be napping at? There's not a bed in here.
Yep.
They tore it apart yesterday.
They tore their bed apart yesterday,
guys. One likes to tear apart their beds.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to throw them both out.
Mm-hmm.
My brother just sent me money. I'm actually going to be once my wife gets home.
Now, just yesterday, they had beds, but the kids tore both beds apart yesterday. So he's going to go actually get some more because somebody gave him money. They're going to buy more beds. Don't worry. They're going to paint the walls over the poop, and then they'll put the new beds in and maybe get another camera. It should be all right, huh?
In her report, the officer notes that the door frame to the room is torn up from the inside, suggesting that the boys had possibly attempted to claw their way out. That detail, combined with a smell that police describe as overwhelming, may explain the look on her face when she returns downstairs.
You guys are killing me.
Yeah, this one they keep tearing up the mattresses.
Uh-huh. Can we start this way, please?
I mean, that guy just looks like he smells. I'm sorry if I'm being judgmental, but he looks like he smells. I mean, come on. I'm sure that lady's probably trying not to breathe. And yeah, Andrea, but he has a camera. What? And he's not even wearing shoes. He's walking around and that's the sad part is I don't even think they're on anything, you guys. It's the craziest thing.
Do we have some pants or something we can put on them?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
let me go get my glasses.
I know.
I can't really see.
As the officers try to come to terms with what they're seeing, Dakota struggles to find the children's clothing before finally asking his wife for help.
Hey, baby, where's the kids' clothes?
You home in a few.
That's not the answer I need.
It takes Dakota 4 solid minutes to find clothing that the police would later describe as very large for the children. But as he dresses the kids, his wife doesn't seem to approve.
What's going on?
I'm dressed.
This is the most wild thing out of this whole episode, guys, is that these parents are in a completely other world. Listen to their answers, their responses, look at their faces, how they react. Like the mom, no. Did you not expect that to happen with that? I mean, what? But they're just not in the, and I don't think they're on anything. Something's just wrong with them. Truly.
I just told you why.
Because they're butt naked and they need some clothes on.
In her report, one of the officers notes that when she opened a downstairs closet, she was immediately covered in cockroaches. Another officer observes the large amount of flies in the home. It's clear at this point that the officers have seen enough.
Look at her face.
I'm gonna have you outside with my partner, okay?
Do you have any weapons or anything on you?
No, just my phone.
Can you just turn around?
God,
Put your hands behind your back.
I agree.
Come on.
I'm placing you under arrest for child endangerment and neglect, sir.
What?
What?
Yeah. You're their father, right?
I'm their stepdad.
You're their stepdad. Well, you're the one that's responsible right now for their welfare and everything, right?
I mean, arrest me right now if you come to my house and there's dogs in that kind of environment. Even a dog, one dog, anybody, even myself. Arrest me, take me in. These people are just out of their mind. What does he mean? What? He didn't expect to get arrested for that? He walked around for minute after minute, couldn't find any kind of clothes, and the rest of the house, you see the officer's face. He stinks. He's got to stink.
They were supposed to be taking a nap.
Huh?
They were supposed to be taking a nap.
They were supposed to be taking a nap?
They were taking
in a room
nap.
that's covered in feces with no furniture? Okay, well, I'm not questioning you or anything like that right now. You have the right to remain silent. We'll read you your rights.
Dakota has one remaining question, but the officer has more immediate concerns.
You called on us.
Huh?
You called on me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to hold back the vomit in the back of my throat.
Oh my
In the
God.
meantime, Dakota's
Did you hear that right now? He said, "Who called on us? Who called on us?" And he said, "Wait a minute. I'm just trying to hold back the vomit from my throat." He literally, the officer said that to him. Oh my God. They were sleeping like that. They were living like that. And you got this piece of garbage monster mom that also feels entitled and doesn't think she should be arrested either.
wife Aubrianna arrives at the house with their 11-month-old daughter and her mother in tow. And if she was anxious over the phone, the police quickly let her know she was right to be worried.
Hello?
Hi, Mom.
This your youngest baby?
Yes.
Okay, so here's where we're at. The fact that kids live in this kind of situation is absolutely astronomically unacceptable. So, outside.
I close the door so the cat doesn't get out.
I don't care about the cat.
Okay.
Those officers are so pissed off. She's like, "Can I close the door so the cat doesn't get out?" She's like, "I don't care about the cat, bish. Who cares? That cat needs to get out so he can breathe. Let the cat out." Why do they have animals too? Yes, you're under arrest. Thank God for the neighbor. Like I'm saying, guys, and while we're at it, hit that like button. We have 160 people in chat. I'd be so grateful if you could hit that like button. And if you have the means to get a membership or gift a membership, that'd be awesome too. I know. But if we don't see it, then it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, it's better off inside.
Now, hold it, around the green.
Come here.
Poor cat, I know.
Those are your babies. Those are your babies.
I don't even.
Now DHS is on the way.
No.
Do not cry to me.
I'm not trying to cry for my damn children.
I literally couldn't even stand in that room.
I've been telling them to clean it. I'm trying. Mommy!
Screaming for her ain't gonna do you no good right now.
As the police gather her children outside the home to examine and talk to them, Aubrianna proceeds to ignore this advice.
Okay, mom is out here, or grandma.
Sitting in another
She's crying for her mom, you guys. I can't with her. Like, I have zero sympathy for this lady at all. And I'm with that officer. And I was like, "Bitch, just get in there. You're tripping. Get out of here. Let's go." Everybody's better off than being in that
patrol car, her husband seems baffled by his arrest.
I just got home.
I just go home. What did I do?
Can you at least tell me what's gonna happen? Or what? Who called it in? Something, please.
What do you mean, who called it in? We're what? It's disgusting.
Don't you dare touch my son's stuff.
No! 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 My babies!
Guys, What do you think about these people? This guy's like, don't you dare touch my son's stuff. And she's screaming like she's trying to win the Oscar. What?
No!
Oh my God.
No!
I can't.
Can I at least give him one last hug before I leave?
No.
Don't even talk to me right now.
Don't even
The officer's
talk to
apparent disgust.
I love that lady officer. She's like, don't even talk to me right now. That's something your mom would say when you're like so much trouble and you're like, but mom, can I just get a drink? Don't even talk to me right now. I'm about to hit you with that chancla.
Is reflected in her report, where she
Oh,
describes
my
the way the
goodness.
carpet in the boys' room crunched as she walked, and was completely hard with dried feces and other unknown filth. It's only one of many shocking details that will emerge about this home, details that the officers share with those closest to the couple.
Can I ask you a question? You're her mom? You're her mom? Have you ever, like, how often do you go inside their apartment?
Usually about once a week or so. I don't visit very often. I work 2 jobs, so.
Do you see that window right there? You see how it's kind of like hard to see through?
Okay.
It's kind of like got stuff smeared on it. You know that that's human. That
He's not even holding it back. He's like, you know, that's human shit, right? You've been there once a week. Are you sure? Did you go there last week?
room is completely caked in it. Not to mention the entire house is absolutely filthy and disgusting. Just horrendous. But those kids were up in that room, locked in that room, taking a nap. No furniture.
They're in the middle of potty training.
Look, there is no excuse. There's no excuse for this. This is a felony crime what's occurring right now.
It's absolutely a felony.
Well, he wasn't.
In their respective police cars, Dakota and Aubrianna express indignation and defiance.
You can't take my wife. You can't take my kids.
These
They're
people.
potty trained. He needs to love me. They're fed. They're taken care of.
He's not potty trained, you guys. That's why, yeah, I'm in the middle of potty training right now. What's up, cruiser girl? Get La Chancla out, man. It's actually not funny. It's just that we don't want to cry or we don't want to throw up while we're watching this. So it's just making me laugh that these parents are absolutely delusional. And thank you for being here, BJ Breaks. Ridiculous. I'm glad these children are gone.
Like Robbins. Kill him. I told him to lead.
One officer writes that the couple's 11-month-old daughter had what appeared to be cockroach droppings in the creases of her hips and a diaper in dire need of changing.
Did you just hear what they said? Like I said, the child could get an infection, but they just said that the 11-month-old grabbed the shirt of my collar, held in quite some time. She would not allow me to put her down. So that's the 11-month-old. She'd physically cling. I assisted paramedics with unbuttoning her onesie and checking the dressing she had on her incision. When I unbuttoned the baby's onesie, I noticed she had what appeared to be cockroach droppings in the crease of her hips, along with a diaper that was in dire need of being changed. It was full of urine. Detectives arrived at the scene. I left the ambulance, the paramedic. Oh my goodness, guys. How is that even possible? What?
The couple's 11-month-old daughter had what appeared to be cockroach droppings in the creases of her hips and a diaper in dire need of changing.
I've never heard of that.
The police eventually removed the young parents from handcuffs and obtained permission to search, but Dakota's cooperation soon hits a snag.
Would you also be willing to sign a electronic search waiver for any electronics we discover along the process, cell phones, computers, things like that, tablets?
I know.
Like,
Huh?
as in for what?
As in like cell phones, computers, security devices.
Let's go vomit now.
I suppose, but there's not really gonna be anything on them.
Watch, you
do have a right to refuse.
Watch them find some CSAM on this type of character, man. I'm not saying that's happening, but this is the kind of weirdo dude that would have a bunch of CSAM too. Ugh.
Here, I'll give you a minute to think about it. While she's
Talk to me right now.
When she hears about her husband's reluctance, Aubrianna has some choice words.
Hey, Kathy.
Okay. Dakota doesn't seem like he wants to sign the electronic search waiver.
That's because he got to hide on there.
What does he got to hide?
Lying, cheating bastard.
Oh, now he's cheating on her? Wow. They're going to blame everything, huh? These people
He's just a lying, cheating bastard.
Well, why are you with him?
Because I haven't had the money yet to move out.
You can always, it's free to move out.
Once again left on their own, Dakota and Aubrianna criticize the way the
Right.
police are treating the children while insisting on their own innocence.
No. Why are you leaving my kid on the road? Why
Mhm.
are you asking questions? Why the are you trying to train? What are you doing? I've never been abused, ever.
They've never been
According
abused.
to the police report, the two boys appeared to be in shock as they looked around.
Who considers that abuse? And that's why we're doing this today, guys. I have a House of Horrors playlist. This happens so many times. They're absolutely in jail. They're still in jail. They didn't get the children back, as far as I know. And this happens more than we know. So I just want you guys to understand that these are the kind of things that do happen in the House of Horrors. And once in a while, we get lucky where the children don't lose their lives. And in this case, they didn't lose their lives, but they're absolutely abused. This is abuse at its fullest, right? Absolutely. I placed in the back air conditioner and stood by. She sat in the car seat. I remained with the children, checked their vitals. They were allowed to place in the grassy area, watching, and they put the names out. It appeared as if they were in shock. They were looking at the grass and the trees and were slowly touching them, as they didn't know what they were. So I mean, just that alone, guys, they've been locked in the room. They didn't even know they moved a branch and were amazed. You see what they're writing in the report here? This is absolutely abuse, and I'm glad that DHS took them, and then they took them to the hospital to be checked. Nothing happened to them, luckily.
Outside, touching the grass and trees as if they didn't know what they
Right?
were. The report goes on to state that both boys seemed developmentally delayed and were unable to tell the officers their names or ages.
I know.
In their separate police cars, Dakota and Aubrianna do not seem ready to accept responsibility.
Just stop being so nosy.
Nosy?
They know nothing of us.
That's all we need.
I know who the f- was.
Yes.
Stupid Mexican lady.
She just got racist. Did you hear that? She said, stupid Mexican lady. Now she's going to get her chancla out, and that Mexican lady's going to beat her. Yeah, monsters. House of Horrors, guys. These are evil parents. House of Horrors don't even realize that they did anything wrong. I mean, this guy, look, they're all just dirty and disgusting. I don't know who's cheating with this guy, but
We asked to see her brother, and you wouldn't even do that. Oh, shut up. I just got a new message. No one gives
he's over there picking his nose. Yeah, bro,
When
you're
the
on
two are
camera.
questioned separately, they give conflicting stories. While Aubrianna says that the two boys would spend a maximum of 2 hours a day in the upstairs room, Dakota tells investigators that they're locked in the room for at least 12 hours a day and overnight to, quote, keep the kids safe due to the neighborhood.
That's crazy.
Hours later, the couple is reunited at the jail for processing, where they will be booked on 3 charges each of felony child neglect. Both 22-year-old Aubrianna Freeman and 24-year-old Dakota Dodd pled not guilty to the charges and are currently out on bond as their case proceeds. According to the police report, the children were checked out at a local hospital and at least temporarily taken into DHS custody. In his interview with investigators, Dakota acknowledged that the kids would possibly be better off there.
So I've done everything I could to find out what happened with them, what's going on in the case, and I don't find anything that says that they are that the children are back with them. Kathy, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you guys. Disgusting, nasty people. I don't know why it took so long. And Kathy, I did get an email. If you want to, I'm not sure which one. I think you sent me multiple. If you have something particular, let me know. Why did it take so long for the neighbors? That's been going on for a long time. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Why didn't grandma intervene? All right. So again, there's just so many things going on in this case, and it's disgusting. These are nasty monsters. And yeah, she was almost dancing at the end. You're right. So numerous small handprints. This was a long crime article. Small handprints in the brown substance, shocking new details in the case of naked children allegedly locked up in feces coated bedroom for hours at a time. All right. Those two monsters, Dakota, Dodd, and Aubrianna Freeman. Shocking new details emerge in the child neglect case. This stuff didn't come out before. All right. There's not too much information on this case, but I got the most that I could. Charging docs, etc. Dakota Dodd, 24, and Aubrianna, 22, stand accused of 5 counts of child neglect, according to Oklahoma County Detention Center. The original police report provided a law and crime for the children's father was significantly redacted, often paragraphs blacked out. The records request recently turned up the entire unredacted report for the mother of the boy, documenting a dizzy amount of alleged filth and squalor, which we just saw. A newly public section report documents the state of affairs, right? So we saw this leading up the stairs, second floor, pile of feces, etc. The floor was covered in multiple piles, flattened out. Oklahoma City say they responded to a call with the naked child on September 12th. This was 2024. All right. They came in 11:15 in the morning. On the day question, he appeared to have redness and marks on his face. If he had just been so the dad was probably sleeping. The father of the children allegedly said he was the only one home, but upon prompting, admitted his 2 sons were upstairs. He then reiterated the boys were offered to go get them for me. An officer wrote on the police report, I asked if I can go with him, and he said I could. So obviously they followed up. Dodd opened the door after the shaking movement we saw. I was struck with the smell that made my stomach turn and my eyes water. I observed 2 young boys who were entirely naked. That's why they were blurred out. That and their children, right? Immediately came out of the room, and if they had been standing in the door waiting to get out. All right. The 2 boys, newly released reports, had feces caked in their fingernail beds, palms of their feet, legs, and faces. The report goes on to add feces were dried and did not appear to be fresh. All right. State of things were in grim detail. We saw all of that. The window, 3 to 4 feet off the floor. They were in the window naked, smearing things. 11-year-old baby also in the residence, but was kept apart, is what the dad said. All right, we read the 12 hours per day. CBS described her efforts to get help for the Freeman children. Neighbors, we saw that. 2 defendants have yet to be presented to prosecutors for formal charges, and both their bonds are currently at $250, and they're out, guys. That is all that I could find on this case. Literally. The evil people, the children got taken, the bond, and that's it. Nothing else happened. They have not been sentenced, and nothing further has came about this. More, thank you so much for the Guilty of Crime membership and everybody else that was here today. I mean, this is as much information as I could get in this disgusting case. Now, I usually like to go a little bit longer, but this is the information that we have, and I wish I could find more. I just can't. So, that being said, I did, Chloe. It is disgusting. Does anybody want to just quickly talk about the Emmanuel Haro case and what the sentencing is? I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but he got 20. Hold on. This popped up. Emmanuel Haro was sentenced today, guys, and he got 25 to life, and they did not give him probation. So I guess he's not going to get any probation or parole. And that is because he was already on probation. All right, let me see. An hour ago, let me see. Baby Mano's mom pleads not guilty. That was an hour ago, and Jake Haro was sentenced. All right, hold on a second. I want to see if I can just get a quick. They're not going to give him any kind of deal, and that's because he was already out on bond when he did that to his other child, and then he also took the life of almost took the life of his 10-week-old. So let me see. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to hold on. We'll do this for a minute, guys, with each other since you guys are here. All right. So here it is. You guys here for a minute? Thank you so much, Jay. Always appreciate your coverage and updates. All right. Let me know if you guys want to see that, because I have we can kind of just gloss over it, but here is the sentencing. He got 25 to life for Emmanuel's taking of his life. However, they did not find the body. So 25 to life, how to get life, or 20. So they gave him 25 to life plus 6 years. Let's go. Let's play this for a minute, guys. This was the sentencing of Emmanuel Hart. Let's listen for a minute at what they say.
Knew anything. If I had known when I called social service when Rebecca moved in, I called social service to let them know that.
All right, so you guys want to? I mean, it's an hour and 6 minutes, guys. We're at an hour and 6 minutes, and I can do this with you for another 20 or so if you guys would like to. It was up in chat, you'd be live 20. I'm pretty sure if it was up to chat, you'd be. No, not. All right, listen. Let's just watch this together then. How about that?
I didn't like him, because my granddaughter Irene was afraid. She didn't want to be there. She called me. She says, "Grandma, I don't want to be there."
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I called social service. I asked social service to give me a report of what had happened, what they found out. Oh no, she's fine. The house is beautiful. They have food in the fridge. That's it. Had social service come and told me what he had done to promise his other children. Nothing of this would be here. We wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. My grandchildren, Emmanuel wouldn't be gone. Mackenzie wouldn't have been born.
That's true. Let's go a little bit forward, because I don't know what. I mean, she didn't help anything. I want to get to the sentencing.
I want to know how did that happen.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're going to break it down. We'll just do it together. Thank you guys for being here. Let's just watch this together. Like movie night, get your popcorn, hit that like button so we can get in the algorithm. And hopefully we can get to our goal. We're only a couple away from our goal. And since we're here, why not?
Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson, any other impact statements on behalf of the people?
No, thank you.
Ms. Garthwaite, Ms. Lowe, no impact statements on behalf of the defense?
Nothing here.
And submitting on your motion?
Yes.
Submitting on your motion? Yes. So the court is now going to pronounce judgment at this time. Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Smith, are you okay if I sentence on all three together, all three cases?
Yes.
Yes.
This time, this court, having taken the defendant's plea, having read and considered.
Now, the grandma deserves to speak. However, that was Rebecca's, right? That was Rebecca's mom, not Jake's. And what she's trying to do is get her daughter out of trouble and put it onto him. I absolutely think that Rebecca needs to be sentenced just as harsh as Jake does. I absolutely don't think she should get out of any of it. All right. So buckle up, stay till the end. We'll watch this so you guys know. Sentencing for Emmanuel Haro's baby Emmanuel's father was today, and that's where we're gonna watch together.
Considered the probation report, and having seen, heard, and considered the evidence and arguments of counsel at the sentencing hearing, as well as taking judicial notice of its own records, hereby pronounces the sentence as described in this order. The court imposes an aggregate sentence of 180 days and 6 years, 8 months, plus 25.
The first time I was pissed, guys. I'm gonna stop it so I can break it down with you. He said 180 days, and when I literally almost jumped out of my seat when I heard 180 days, I'm like, wait, what? No freaking way. Now let's keep going.
5 years to life and fines as specified.
So he just sentenced, he did 180 days and 6 years and 8 months plus 25 years to life. Fines as specified. So he didn't do a concurrent where everything runs together. It's 25 years to life plus 6 years and 8 months plus 180 days plus fines, and now he's going to talk about why he's not going to get probation, parole, what have you.
As I will explain shortly, the sentence of 180 days and 6 years and 8 months will be determinate. The 25 years to life is indeterminate and will be described at this time. Probation is denied. Because Mr. Haro was on probation for a felony offense at the time he committed the serious and violent offenses of murder and assault on a child under 8 causing death, he is ineligible for probation pursuant to Penal Code Section 1203.
Yes.
Accordingly, probation is denied.
He's a monster. This guy is an absolute monster. He's an epitome of a monster, and he's only crying for himself, you guys. Now it's Rebecca's turn.
In regards to the terms of imprisonment, this case involves the imposition of determinate terms and indeterminate terms. The court will first address the indeterminate terms. I did read the briefing submitted by Ms. Lowe and Ms. Garthwaite, as well as by Mr. Smith and Mr. Robinson. For count 1, in case FERI 2504-808-1, murder in the second degree, the court imposes the only term provided by law of 15 years to life. The court notes that the amended complaint filed by the people lists the punishment for count 1 as 25 to life, which would suggest that the charge is first-degree murder, but we did have a discussion at the last hearing regarding those sentence or that charge and that it is in the second degree. So I want to make sure that that's clear, Mr. Smith and Ms. Lowe.
Yes, Your Honor.
Accordingly, the court orders the designation of the 25 to life stricken from the amended complaint. For count 3, in case FERI 2504-808.
And still, guys, where is Emmanuel Haro? You lost to a girl. I'm so sick of all these obstruction of justice, false reports for people, involves a child endangered, abused. I don't know it. I know, and he's crying for himself. I mean, we've been following this case since the beginning, so I am glad that they're giving him as harsh of a sentence as they can.
Assault on a child under 8 causing death. The court imposes the only term provided by law of 25 years to life.
Yes.
The court finds that counts 1 and 3, in case ending in 808-1, are based on the same act. An act or omission that is punishable in different ways by different provisions of law may be punished under either of such provisions, but in no case shall the act or omission be punished under more than one provision. Accordingly, the court stays the punishment for count 1, the murder charge, pursuant to Section 654. The court declines to stay the punishment for count 3 instead of count 1, pursuant to Section 654. Mr. Haro, through his attorney, urges the court to stay the higher punishment because he acknowledged wrongdoing and pled guilty at an early stage of the criminal process, which is a mitigating factor under the rules of court. And the court does not find this to be a compelling reason to select the 15-year to life term in lieu of the 25-year to life term.
I'm so glad. And you know, the aggravating factor in this, guys, was the fact that he abused his 10-week-old child previously, and he was out for that, right? He served what, a few days or no time, and he was out, and he also had the weapons charge. But the aggravating factor was what he did to that 10-week-old child. And if they were looking for a sawzall, guys, they might not ever find the baby's body, because if they did what we think that they did to little Emmanuel, it's hard with the elements and so forth. I mean, he was taking them out to see something. You got lost in what? So now we're just going over Jake Haro's sentencing. He got 25 to life. That's all. We're just doing that at the end of this, guys.
Mr. Haro did plead guilty at an early stage in the proceedings. This does not outweigh the significant and considerable aggravating factors that he has admitted to.
Thank you.
It cannot be ignored that Mr. Harrell was on probation for severely abusing one child when he decided to assault and kill another child.
There it is.
Further, the court notes that Mr. Harrell was out on bail in 2 cases, including one for abusing his daughter when he killed baby Emmanuel.
Damn.
And the fact that Mr. Harrell pled guilty at an early stage, while not insignificant, cannot overcome the horrific nature of the circumstances here. Given the admissions Mr. Harrell himself has made with respect to the aggravating factors, accordingly, I will impose the indeterminate term of 25 years to life.
Yes.
Mr. Harrell has also been convicted of 3 felony charges with determinate sentences. The court selects the child abuse charge 273A from case BAF 2101265-2 to be the principal offense. The court orders executed the previously imposed term of 6 years, which is the upper term.
625.
As will be explained, the court orders the determinate punishments to run consecutively to the punishment imposed in felony case ending in 808-1. In case BAF 2400717, Mr. Harrell has pled guilty to being a felon in possession of a firearm pursuant to Penal Code Section 29800.
So he's bringing up all of the things, and this monster, this piece of garbage monster, I think he thought by pleading guilty and playing that little ruse that he took the officers out there to go find baby Emmanuel's body, I think he thought he was going to get another slap on the wrist because he's a younger guy and they were going to go harder. Now, turn your volume up, and I've also got if you can't hear it, you can turn the volume up, and I've also got I've got the captions on, right? I don't want to bust people's ear by putting it too loud.
And ammunition under Penal Code Section 3305. These offenses are based on his possession of a firearm, which is a single act.
Thank you.
Accordingly, the court states punishment for count 2, the possession of ammunition charge, pursuant to Section 654. For the firearm possession charge in count 1, I will impose a subordinate term of 8 months, which is 1/3 of the midterm, to run consecutively to the principal term. When determining whether to impose consecutive or concurrent sentences, the rules of court provide several factors for the court to consider. The factors related to the crime include whether or not, 1, the crimes and their objectives were predominantly independent of each other. 2, the crimes and their objectives, the crimes involved.
It's not only not loud, guys, but it's pretty garbled, and that's why I've got it up there and I'm explaining it, right? I can't do anything with the volume. It's like they've got it way back there. I don't know why how he's talking, but they're talking about the crimes that are involved and the aggravating factors and the 6 years and the 180 days and add it up, and he can't get probation because he was already on it and he abused his other child. That's what they're saying. So you guys can read up here if you can't see it, but turning it louder is not going to do any good for the sound that they recorded.
Separate acts or threats of violence. Or 3, the crimes were committed at different times or separate places, rather than being committed so closely in time and place as to indicate a single period of the terrible behavior. The court may also consider any aggravating or mitigating circumstances in deciding whether to impose concurrent or consecutive sentences, except that the court may not impose a consecutive sentence based on 1, a fact used to impose the upper term, or 2, a fact used to otherwise enhance the defendant's sentence, and 3, a fact that is an element of the crime. The consecutive punishments are appropriate here because the crimes and their objectives were independent of each other, involved separate acts, and were committed at different times, indeed over the course of many years. Accordingly, the court imposes all felony punishments to run consecutively to each other. Mr. Harrell has also pled guilty to a misdemeanor offense of filing a false police report in count 2 in felony case ending in 808. For this misdemeanor offense, the court imposes a term of 180 days to be served in any penal institution. Having imposed the terms as explained, the court hereby imposes an aggregate term of 180 days and 6 years, 8 months, plus 25 years to life in state prison. I do want to touch on my discretion in case there was any question. Looking back.
I mean, guys, there's no remorse there. He's pretending to cry and to faint. Does anyone feel sad for him? Not me, not at all. And I'll try to talk low since it's really loud. I'll use that voice that you guys like when I'm reading, like reading the dictionary to you. Yeah, he's crying for himself. But I'm so glad that he's not getting that he didn't dupe anybody this time.
Back on this in the future. Were the voters or the legislature to amend any statutes, or were there to be any decisional law in the future that would grant this court any additional discretion in sentencing, and which might benefit Mr. Haro, this court would decline to exercise any such additional discretion to lower or mitigate Mr. Haro's sentence. The court has weighed and balanced all the aggravating and mitigating factors in this case, and considered all circumstances such that the court believes the current sentence is just and appropriate. Mr. Haro's conduct and culpability in the offense against his own children lead the court to conclude that Mr. Haro's sentence today.
You're a child abuser. You're an abuser. You abuse your wife, your children. Now, guys, if you're confused, Rebecca Haro is not even close to any of this yet, right? She's still pleading not guilty, even though she's the one that got knocked out and supposedly is the one that lost track of baby Emmanuel, right? Now, up until now, Jake has still said that she doesn't have anything to do with it, and she's also saying the same thing. So Rebecca was, I believe, in court today, and I don't know what happened. If anyone knows what happened with Rebecca, let me know. But right now, nothing has happened yet. Ola, bam, got knocked out. She's not on the same justice. She's not on the same tracks for justice just yet, but I'm sure she will be soon.
Is fully justified without future downward modification, even should the legislature provide such discretion. In regards to the fines, the court will impose a restitution fine of $10,000. The court finds the maximum fine is appropriate given the number of felonies the defendant was convicted of and the number of years he is being ordered to serve. The court imposes the parole revocation restitution fine in the amount of $10,000 as well. This fine is stayed unless and until parole is revoked. I will impose the court security fees as well as the penalties. The court additionally imposes the state penalty of $10 for every $10 or part of $10 upon every fine imposed. The state penalty assessment of 20% of the base fine, the court operations assessment of $40 for each conviction, and the court facilities assessment.
You can tell he stopped listening, but I do wonder if he thinks that if he stands up for Rebecca and Rebecca stays out of prison, if she will fund him while he's in there. So I do wonder, and I don't think there's any possible way for her not to be convicted of something. Now, somebody says that they're charging her with first degree, and rightfully so. Thank you so much, Angel. It says, thanks for all you do. Rest in peace, sweet baby Emmanuel. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, they definitely separated the trials. This has nothing to do with the other, right? But I don't think she's going to get out of anything. And I think he thinks he's saving himself by saving her, but that's not going to happen, in my opinion.
$30 for each conviction. Ms. Willow, I will take note of your request and your delayiness. And at this time, those fines and fees will be imposed, but stay the execution pursuant to doing this. In regards to restitution, the court orders victim restitution to be paid in any amount that may be determined in the future. Mr. Haro is also ordered to pay interest at a rate of 10% per annum, accruing as of October 12th of 2018 in case BAF ending 265, as of July 27th, 2024 in BAF ending in 717, and as of August 14th, 2025 in felony case ending in 808-1. Mr. Haro is hereby advised the restitution orders shall be enforceable as if they were civil judgments. Mr. Haro, I'm going to advise you of the following at this time. You are advised of your right to appeal. The notice of appeal must be filed within 60 days after the rendition of the judgment.
Good luck, buddy.
Appealed. You are also advised that if you are indigent, you are entitled to appointment of counsel upon request. Sir, I'm also advising you of your requirement to provide buccal swab samples right thumbprints, and a full palm print impression of each hand and any blood specimens or other biological samples. That
You're never getting out, homeboy. Someone's going to take your life in there for doing what you did to your 2 children.
Sir, also advising you that as a result of these convictions, you are prohibited from owning, purchasing, receiving, possessing, or having under your custody or control any firearms, ammunition, or body armor. You are also ordered to relinquish any firearms. Sir, I'm advising you, and I went over this at your plea, that if you are not a citizen of the United States, these convictions will have the consequence of deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, and denial of naturalization pursuant to federal law. You're also advised that at the expiration of the term of imprisonment here imposed, you may be released on parole unless the Board of Prison Terms waives parole for good cause.
So he did not get LWOP, guys. They're not saying that he got life without the possibility of parole, right? He's a Kendall. Well, his Kendall appendage, I don't think anyone will be looking for a bunk buddy. I agree. So, yeah, let's listen to that. They're not saying that he's not. They says, unless the Board of Prisoner Terms wise parole for a good cause.
If parole is granted, the period of parole shall be for 3 years. Now, sir, going over your credits, and Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson, I believe we went over these this morning, but just want to make sure that I have the correct credits. Sir, in BAF, case ending in 017, you have credits of 72 plus 72 for a total of 144 days. Mr. Smith, Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, do you agree?
Yes.
In case ending in
I don't think so. Who's saying he's illegal? I think we'd have been in a different predicament if that was the case, guys. I'm not really sure what that's about. I don't think so. Did I miss something here? And then Rebecca Harrow was in court 5 days ago for like a quick minute. I can show you that if you'd like. What's up, Saucy Skins? How you doing? Yeah, I do not think that he's illegal. I don't know where that's coming from.
265, your banning case, you have credits for 167 days actual plus 166 days 4019 for a total of 333.
Ah.
Yes.
And lastly, sir, in the case, your newest case, ending in 808, your Riverside case, you have credits of 74 days actual plus 0 days good time credit for a total of 74 days.
Yes.
So to reiterate the final disposition, Mr. Harrow, you are hereby sentenced to serve 180 days and 6 years, 8 months to terminal. You are ordered to serve 25 years to life in the state prison for the child abuse perpetrated against CH for unlawfully possessing a firearm and ammunition after having been convicted of such a heinous crime, and for the senseless assault and murder of baby Amanda.
Does anyone else think that he's pouting there, folks? Because it looks like he's pouting to me, all right? And if anybody's leaving right now, thank you guys for being here. Good night, Angel, if you're leaving. I'm still going to finish this. We're almost done, and then I'm going to show you real quick. I know that Rebecca Harrow was on the docket today, but if anybody has a link of that, I can certainly use it. I did not see her. Sometimes it comes out later, so if you guys have a link, let me know. I'll look right now, too.
While no sentence can possibly vindicate the loss of innocence and life at the hands of Mr. Harrow, the man who was supposed to protect these precious and defenseless children against evil and harm, the sentence here is the most the court can do to ensure that as much justice is done as possible. To that end, the court imposes the aforementioned terms of imprisonment, fines, and penalties and assessments, and I will be filing a written order of today's sentence. Anything else at this time before I sentence him or transport it forthwith? Ms. Lowe or Ms. Garthwaite?
No, thank you. I have a point of clarification, Your Honor.
Okay.
I just wanted to inquire, is my understanding that the court did impose the $10,000 restitution fine that stayed that person?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, Mr. Robinson?
Nothing, thank you.
Thank you. And at this time, Mr. Harrow, I am going to order that you are transported forthwith by the Department of Corrections for housing in the state.
He already stopped listening. He's crying for himself, and he looks like he is having a bad day, but he also looks like he's having a little bit of a fit, huh? But yeah, I do know Rebecca was supposed to be in court today, not with him, but separate, and I don't see it just yet.
And Ms. Willow, Ms. Garthwaite, before you leave, there was an issue that we had kicked over to today's date in regards to the violation of probation and the subpoenaed documents. Mr. Robinson, Mr. Smith, Ms. Lowe, Ms. Garthwaite, how would you like to proceed with those documents?
It's my request that that be put over to the January 21st FSC date. I did tell defense counsel for Mr. Haro that I would notify them. I'd like to address.
She was there this morning, but do you have a clip of that, Tiffany? Because if you don't have a clip, then there's nothing that I can play. So that's the thing, is I know she was there today. Last time it was like a day delay to show her, and the only other clip I have was from her 5 days ago, where she still's pleading not guilty.
Who has standing to object to those on that particular day?
Anytime that third-party documents are subpoenaed to the court, there's a procedure where the court has to determine if there's good cause and conduct an in-camera hearing, and that's with or without an objection. But I already did object to the release and asked that the court follow that process of the last court proceeding. If the court would like me here in January to make that same record, I'm happy to do so.
All right, so guys, he's getting 25 to Tiff. Okay, geez, my mods are. What is up with the mods today? Tiff's like, don't call me Tiffany, and then Synth is yelling at me about how loud I'm talking. Come on, guys. What's up with you today? Exactly, too late for all that. His karma has arrived. Excuse me. Yes, karma's a bitch. All right, let me just show Rebecca Haro again. No, right? Jeez, I got Synth yelling at me and Tiff like, I don't have links. I read the documents. All right. And it's all in fun. It's all in fun. I love getting yelled at by the mods. All right. Let me take a look at this real quick, and then we'll get going. Let me put this up. This was from 5 days ago, and I hadn't showed it yet. And I think she's just sticking to it. When I do get more information, then we'll obviously get into that too. But I think we're in the same, we're at a standstill with Rebecca. She's not going to plead anything. I think she's probably going to take it to trial, guys. Hold on.
Of plea right before his settlement conference.
Look at that nasty face she's got on in court, guys. It's pretty funny. She tell him Big Marge sent ya. But she still got that nasty face. That's what I wanted you to see. Still trying to play the victim here. And her bruises are just about gone.
Last court date was moved after her husband's shocking change of plea right before his settlement conference was set to begin. Earlier this month, confessed killer Jake Haro pled guilty to murder of 7-month-old baby Emmanuel. Back in August, you remember, both parents were charged with murder, child endangerment, and filing a false police report. Well, today, Rebecca Haro agreed to move her settlement conference by 85 days. Take a listen.
Ms. Haro, you have the right to have your preliminary hearing heard within 10 court days, concluded within 60 calendar.
Hold on, I was trying to move the words to his head, to his bald head.
Days of your arraignment. You waive those rights and agree instead that your preliminary hearing would be timely if held within 10 court days of January 21st. May I be ordered back to this department on January 21st for felony settlement conference.
At this point in time, still no indication if Rebecca Haro, the mother of this baby, is looking for a plea deal. But the settlement conference and now the preliminary hearing have been moved to the end of January.
That's a big deal. I know we'll stay tuned and see what happens. But tell us about Jake entering the guilty plea. What's next for him?
He's back in court on Monday. It's going to be another big day, November.
So that was it, guys. That was today, November 3rd. That was last week, with Rebecca, and they were speculating on what's going to happen next. Jake Harrow is officially sentenced. He pled guilty, 25 to life, plus 6 years and 8 months, as well as 180 days. And it's going to be served consecutively, one after the other. It's not all together. So this guy's got like 30 years in there, and I hope they keep him for most of it. And now we wait for Rebecca. We go to the end of January is going to be the hearing, and I think she's going to end up taking it to trial, guys, unless they offer her some kind of deal. I think she's going to just stick to the lies and the victimhood. So on that note, yes, prayers for baby Emmanuel. Hopefully he's found and laid to rest at some point, but as long as both the monsters are locked up, then what else can we do? All right, guys, it was such a pleasure to see you guys on a Monday after Halloween weekend. The times change. I know everybody's tired. Mercury's in retrograde as well, my friends, if that means anything to you. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, can't wait. And again, we'll have another case for you tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night, and thank you so much.
Guilty of crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of crime.
Are you guilty?